Hi, Calvin Lewin. Hey, mate, it's Aussie Villain. How you doing? Yeah, good, mate, good. Now, listen, you may have noticed we've had a few injuries up front lately. Cook's gone for a while, Trevor's done for the year, Selke's forgotten how to play football. So, I'm walking to the office this morning, and I think to myself, who can score the goals for us this season? And then I see your statue, and I start thinking to myself, here you go, here's a guy, he's an Evertonian, he's Everton through and through. This just might be the answer to my problems. So what do you say? You think you can fire us to glory this year? What do you mean you'll think about it? Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain. Welcome to episode 69, a significant for some, of the First Star Challenge with Everton. And today, now I know I said we were going to come back and do Ipswich and Lyon this episode. Then I kind of realised we're in a title race. We're at home to Manchester United, who's also in a title race. Why am I showing Ipswich? So I'm going to mess up my usual recording schedule. I'll record sort of in two sessions here. We'll do the Manchester United game first, and then we'll come back. It will be after an ad break for you, but it may even be tomorrow for me. And we'll do Lyon away as we try and rescue our Champions League campaign. Now, obviously, you haven't missed anything. Now, there was one request from Owen last episode to have a look at some of the youngsters to see how they're developing. And it's a good idea because I haven't actually done that for a little while. So if we go to general info here, let's get the youngsters up and have a look. Now, Toby Berg is just coming back from a long-term injury. So he obviously hasn't developed during that time. I'm thinking, you see I've got him listed for loan. I might try and get him out on loan to get these attributes back up to where they were sort of trending in the right direction for a decent midfielder. And we just need to get him playing again, I think. Next is Stuart Hawley here. Now, I think there's a really good player in here. You can see physically, I'm not going to be able to move the mouse cursor. You can see physically he's really, really good. First touch is good. Passing isn't bad either. He's still only 19, which means you don't have to register him to the squad. He could be a 3.5 star player. So I think he is definitely worth sticking around with and see how he goes. Stephen Fraser, we had a look at him last episode, a young Scottish striker we picked up on us for absolutely nothing. So we know how he's doing. Alex, we know, is a disappointment to us all. Cody Dramé, again, we've seen him before, potentially a really, really good right back. Now remember, a 3-star player for us now is like a good, solid, is a Premier League player basically. So just bear that in mind when you have a look at this. Now, Bobby Carroll, who came through the system, he's getting on a little bit now. He's not really developing, but again, he could potentially get better. He has good-ish determination. I need to play him more, basically, or we need to sell him, one or the other, but we'll see how we get on with him. Anything else here? We've got to go up. It helps if I scroll all the way to the top, doesn't it? Dumbass. All right, Terry Cook. Now, we know he's just picked up an injury, but he is coming along quite nicely. Arguably the top striker at the club right now. Same with Trevor, or Trevor. I'm going to mispronounce that every time. Broken leg's going to set him back for this year, unfortunately. Milo, we know all about him. Already a French... No, he hasn't got a cap, but he's been called up to the French senior squad. He's going to be a superstar for us. Stuart Taylor, another one that's come through the academy, a really, really good defender. The only problem with him is his jumping reach. But I think the rest of his attributes probably get him out of that. Aggression and anticipation, I think, and his strength isn't bad either. So I think he'll be okay. Bouvier, we just signed him for this season. He's a good youngster coming through as well. The Grandmeister is out on loan. Gary Turpie, defender, again, only 18, still trending everything in the right direction there. He's going to be a good player for us, as is Sean Lunt. Again, he's roughly the same age, but again, everything's trending in the right direction. I'm trying to make sure that all these guys are playing in the under-23, so if we're not seeing them in the first team, they are playing games in the under-23s. Gabe Wilson, we sent him out on loan to get some first-team football. That's going well for him, as it is with Michael Stevens out on loan at Wimbledon to get some first-team football. And then the youngster of the team, Aaron Hampson, again, trending in the right direction there as a 16-year-old, potentially a really, really good player for us as well. Given our injury crisis right now up front, we might even see him get some games in these next few weeks. If we have a look at the under-23s, there's a little bit of double up here where people are sort of playing in. Ritter, decent enough. I'm not sure he's ever going to fully make it for us, though. Aaron Gruder, however you pronounce that, this guy is actually his star rating's low. I think he's actually quite good. Passing a 16, vision of 14, first touch is 13 as well. I think he's a decent player in there. I'm not really ready to give up on him just yet. Jeremy Roberts as a right winger. Again, not too bad. We might even look to send him out on loan next season if we need to. Jonathan Anderson here, Italian. I'm not quite sure how Jonathan Anderson is Italian, but there you go. Must be an Italian mother. There we go. You can see him here. Ryan Astley, he's never really developed. He could be one we look to move on at this point. I just feel like we had better players coming through. Hanson, is kind of in the same boat. Youngster that came through the club. But, I mean, as a goalkeeper, he's not bad as a backup. Seb Quirk never really developed. His contract up at the end of this year, so we won't be looking to keep him. Anderson is a decent enough left back as a third choice. I'd like to keep him, good physically, but he's very much third choice. I don't know what to make of this guy. His contract's up in the next year. I think he's wanted on loan. We probably will look just to move him on, and another guy here again that's never really developed, and his contract up at the end of the year, so we'll let him go. Under 18s wise, we haven't got our fresh intake yet. I'm going to cough in a second here, guys, so I apologise when that doesn't finally get here. A couple of good ones. Chris Conway. He's someone that we can look to move up into the senior squad soonish. The other one here, we have our young strikers. Warren Jones, a good young striker, as is Patrick Baines. And a couple of youngsters that are out on loan that I have a decent hopes for. Peter Watson, promising fullback. He could develop into something nice. He's off at Newport for this year. And also, here's the cough here. Sorry, guys. Jim Robinson. Again, I'm not quite sure he's going to cut the mustard, but yeah, that's sort of how the youth team is looking. Now, let's go and have a look at nothing's changed in the league table. We'll have a quick refresher ahead of this Manchester United game. You can see we are 2 points. Liverpool have a game in hand, but we're only 2 points back of them right now. We're 2 points up on Manchester United, so a draw here keeps us ahead of them, but really, I really want to keep the pressure on Liverpool, and if we do win this, because it is the early kickoff on the Saturday, we will go top of the table, and that would be something really, really nice, wouldn't it? Now, this is the team we're sending out. It's a Jose Mourinho Manchester United team still. We have a horrible record against them. I really dislike playing against the teams that play like this, direct and cautious. And what makes them so difficult is the fact they have absolute quality throughout their team. So it's just annoying. It's really, really annoying. So that's the way you can see a little bit of spread. We might be able to get in behind their fullbacks. That's their passing network. That's their key passes. From a corner. That's not really a key pass though, is it, game? And as I said, this is the team. It's pretty much as strong as we can go. It's Lafont in goal. It's Timon, Tar, Stark, and Kenny as a back four. Kenny's after more football, so we'll look to give it to him. Witzel and Canente in midfield. Rafinha, Vlasic, and Lookman. I think that's our best midfield attacking trio there. And Calvert-Lewin. He's never really let us down before. He does have the statue after his heroics. He's 4 goals against Real Madrid a few seasons back. It's time to earn that statue. So once again, we have the bus parked by Jose Mourinho. I dislike him. I really, really don't like playing against him. All right, what do we want to say to this? So expect to pick up where the left off. I expect to win, boys. I expect to win. Let's go beat them. We are playing a little bit more cautiously against them. I'll show you sort of when the screen comes up here. Goodison's behind us, obviously. It's one of these where I take a draw. I'll just quickly show you how we're playing. We're going to be more disciplined because we don't want to get caught on their stupid counter-attacks. We're just going to lower the tempo, just try and take our time with possession, not do anything silly. And we're going to keep a deeper line. I don't want to sit deep because if they're a direct team, they're just going to go over our heads anyway. So I want to try and keep pressure on them in midfield, in the defence when they have the ball, just so they can't pick a pass. Let's hopefully try and rush them a little bit. So that's the plan. Will it work? It never does, so why would it start now? Let's hope it does. Come on, boys, let's get creative here. Like I was saying, don't score from a set piece. Rashford, don't do that to me. Well done, boys. A good block from Timon. What was I saying? Yeah, the striking crisis isn't ideal. Selke just hasn't been doing it, so that's why he's on the bench. We're not fully giving up on him yet this year, but he won't be around next year. I've given up on Bernard. You'll notice Richarlison's on the bench. Here's Rafinha. Rafinha dinks it in off the crossbar and over. It always looked like it was a little bit too high, that one, didn't it? Come on, boys. Come on. Let's get creative here. I don't understand how we're not getting shots. We should be just looking to play around patiently. This is the wrong end. Let's be sensible here. Vlasic, I thought he was going to get that nicked, but he's going to get it nicked now, though. Got to be quicker. He's won it back, though. This is a chance. Vlasic, infield. It's Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin feeds it through for a look, man! He rolls it in the net. Is it going to be offside? It's onside, ref. It's onside. It's offside. Oh, was it? Oh, how far offside was it? Oh, he's quite a way offside. Unlucky. Oh, it was a good finish too. He took the chance so well. So we can do... I tell you what, Calvert-Lewin's role in that goal shouldn't be forgotten either, should it? That was quite nice. Can we... Oh, what a time this would be to score. Horrible time to concede. Rafinha with the ball at his feet. Can he do a little bit of magic? Wind back the clock. Time on into Lookman. Oh, what's he going to do? Witsel. Sensible, boys. Sensible. Don't get caught in possession. Oh, we've been caught in possession. No, don't do this. Don't do this. Not like this, boys. Not like this. Not like this. No! Oh, it's a save, is it? Or is it over the bar? We've got away with that. We need to be better. We need to be much better this second half. I mean, they haven't really created that much. Just those 2 chances for Rashford. We were poor. I wonder if I put pressure on them by saying I expect to win. That said, I'm far from pleased, boys. Aggressively. Let's calmly say there's more to come from these guys that haven't reacted to that. He's motivated, so let's get a little bit of passion going for old Nick Stark there. We'll get back out there. What can we do differently to change this? I'm kind of, I don't want to say scared to change it, but while it's at 0-0, I mean, it's a home game. Vlasic just keeps running into trouble. While it's at 0-0, I do just wonder if, we just kind of let it play itself out. I'm tempted to go cautious, but I don't really want to invite them on. I don't want to play my football like that. But we'll see how we go here. This is a long old kickoff highlight. Vlasic again. That's a better ball out there for Lookman. Can he get a quality ball into the box? It's fallen for Taimon. Taimon crosses it in. Witsel back for Taimon. This is a long old kickoff highlight. Canente, what can he do? In for Vlasic. Vlasic still. Can he square one back? He can. Calvert-Lewin! He's done it! And that's why he has a statue outside the stadium. Get in, Calvert-Lewin. What a kickoff. What a start to the second half. Much more like it, boys. Let's give it a concentrate here, because knowing a Mourinho team, they'll just come and they'll score off the kickoff. But Vlasic finally didn't run into an opposition player, got the cross in. Calvert-Lewin leaping like a salmon, directed the corner past their goalkeeper. I don't know if it's De Gea or not still. It is De Gea, and that is 1-0, and that is Everton on top of the table as things stand. Come on, boys, come on. Do we now go cautious? Let's really try and annoy him. Let's really annoy Mourinho here. Come on, boys. Let's demand more. Lookman's not having his best game. Do we bring Richarlison on? We know his absolute quality, don't we? So let's maybe do that. Lookman's on a good run of form. But if it's not your day, it's not your day. So we'll do that. Anything else we want to do here? I'm kind of okay just to let things play out as they are. It's sort of your turn, Mourinho. Over to you. What have you got for us, mate? The clock's running down. They're trying to hit us on the counter-attack. We are trying to deny them that chance. Come on, boys. Come on. All right, it's a highlight. De Gea with the free kick. They're going more attacking now. That makes me wonder if we need to do something a little bit different to try and negate that. That's a good ball from... What a save from Lafont. If they're going more attacking, let's tighten up our lines. We'll just look to slow things down. Everything there is fine. That's all fine, isn't it, really? I don't want to waste... Let's waste time. Let's do it. Let's really annoy him. All right, concentrate from the corner here, boys. Come on. Let's get this away. Back post, it's overhit. Indeed, he's going to try and retrieve it. That's the end of that. Oh, it's another highlight. It's another highlight. Ball comes in. Lafont's there. He claims that. Clutches it to his chest. Now, don't do anything stupid. No Jordan Pickford moments, please. That's a decent throw, is it? No, he's given it away. Oh, we're choking. Come on, boys. Come on. Oh, that's just past the post. I thought that was in. Let's concentrate, boys. Let's concentrate. From our own corner. Canete, back post. It's headed away. Stark's going to retrieve that edge of the area. Don't give it away. Tar. Keep possession, boys. Keep possession. Witsel back for Tar. Back to Taimon. This is fine. This is well done. He finds Canente in space. Can Canente find a bit of quality? We're lining up in the middle. Oh, Richarlison doubles the lead. There it is. This title race might still be on for us, 2-0. Excellent stuff. We've brought Richarlison off the bench, and he's duly delivered. Excellent stuff. That should now surely be the game. We'll give it a concentrate again. It's a little bit of luck. It's been cleared into Richarlison. He's managed to control the ball, power it into the back of the net, and that is what we like to see. Excellent stuff. 2-0. Get that up, your Mourinho. We're just going to counter-attack this game to death. And even if they score now, there's 40 seconds to go. Surely there's not enough time. Headed clear by Stark. Lukaku retrieves it. Boo. How is Lukaku viewed at Everton these days? I always wonder. I mean, he was brilliant for you, but... I mean, he didn't go to Liverpool, so I guess that's something, isn't it? But there we go. Wind down the clock. Celebrate at home because we've beaten Jose Mourinho. We've beaten Manchester United. And we have gone top of the table. Well done, boys. Finally, I have a game plan against Mourinho that has worked. I'm very, very happy with that. Oh, and Ellie's here to celebrate as well. You want to come and say hello, Ellie? What do we say? Don't get complacent now. We have some other games coming up. Yeah, I think we have West Brom and Ipswich, isn't it? The two games that are coming up next. We don't want to get complacent for them because, you know, it's 20th and 17th in the league. We need to be getting 6 more points from those games. But guys, wait right there. We'll be back for Lyon in the Champions League. Can we continue in Europe? Okay, welcome back. It's definitely not the next day. I'm not a day older. And it's a little bit weird now because I have to go back and sort of do the start of the episode midway through. But... since the Manchester United stunning win, we've had 2 games and we have got 2 wins. West Brom, we absolutely dominated them, though we did score both our goals from corners, but look at that, absolutely domination. Vlasic and Richarlison got the 2 goals for us. You can see from the player ratings, very well-deserved win. And job done there. And then we went and we played Ipswich at home. These are 2 relegation-threatened teams, of course. And again, we were absolutely dominant in this game. Bouvier and Bernard with the goals, both our wingers. Selke, look at that. He was poor this game. Really, really poor. Luckily, it didn't cost us because they only got 1 shot on goal. None of them on target. So, again, a really, really dominant performance. Should have won by more if Selke just knew what a football was, basically, anymore. I think he's just forgotten. He is a shell of a man. Anyway... it is now time to try and rescue... it was 1-1 the first leg, wasn't it? So we're not that badly down, but we do need to play well and get this win against Lyon in the Champions League to have any chance of retaining our title. They are a standard passing team, a balanced mentality. We look at the analysis report here. Now, they played Paris last time out, and they got absolutely smashed, sitting really, really deep. You can see there from the heat map. I think they're going to play like this against us, in which case they'll be a little bit higher up. We might be able to get down the sides of them. We can see their passing network there and the key passes as well. So yeah, that's kind of what we're up against. Let's have a look at the team we're sending out to face Lyon and hopefully bring back a quarterfinal spot for us. So it's Lafont in goal. It's Taimon, Stark, Tar and Milo as the defence. It's Witsel and Canete in midfield. It's Rafinha, Vlasic and Richarlison down the wings. Calvert-Lewin goes up top. We still have Selke on the bench. So if we're absolutely in desperate need of a goal, we'll bring somebody else on. So we are matching up with the man for man. This is all about goals for us, isn't it? The more we score, the more pressure is on them. Because if we get a second goal, then that is of course us ahead on away goals. What do we want to say to this? Do we want to say? Do we do it for the media? It's a great opportunity. Let's show the media what we're all about here, boys. We have been getting a little bit of praise because we're on a stunning run in the league, aren't we? So we just need to convert a little bit of that form over here to Europe and we will be fine. Hopefully this won't be the last time we hear the European Champions League anthem. That would be a little bit of a disappointment, wouldn't it, if it is. But this is it. We put ourselves in this position. We didn't get the job done at Goodison and now we've got to try and get it done on the road. Early booking for Vlasic, which isn't ideal. Come on, boys. Come on. Let's win this ball back. Let's win this back, please. And thank you. Oh, just over the bar. That's fine. I'm sure Lafont had that covered. Alright, let's tell them to get creative and see what we can do. I mean, the reason... Here we go. From the corner, ball comes in, headed towards goal, and there it is! Vlasic! He's a goal-scoring machine all of a sudden from corners. That's his 2nd goal from a corner in 2 games, and he's played 1-0. We're ahead on aggregate. We've cancelled out the away goal. Come on, boys. Come on. This is what we wanted. A nice early goal. Nerves settled. Vlasic just beats the keeper to it, wasn't it? The keeper looked like he misjudged that a little bit. And Vlasic was there. He pounced like a cat, like a ball-heading cat. Excellent stuff. All right, let's go and get this 2nd goal, and then we can just relax a little bit and enjoy the rest of our afternoon. Come on, boys. Come on. Let's give it a get creative. Oh, Richarlison with an injury. We have Lookman on the bench who can come on. Any word on what sort of injury we're looking at here? It is a tight calf. Let's not muck around with that. Lookman's fine. We'll just bring him on. We don't need Carlson being injured in the run-in here. Come on. Can we win that? No, we can't. We've turned into a little bit of space. We're doing a decent job here shutting them down. Oh, it's off the post. I do wonder if we should put a DM in, drop Witsel back into a DM now. But I really want to try and get this second goal if I can, and then we can look to sort of shut up shop a little bit more. Vladic has done well there. Rafinha, balls come out for Canente, a little bit of time. Oh, they're tackling. I think they might have get stuck in on somehow here, guys. Tar with a header down. Witsel, oh, he does get there. Well done, Witsel. Come on, Milo. Can he get a cross in? He can. Back post. It's there. It's a goal for Ademola Lookman. That's 2 away goals now. Away goals. We are in front. We're 2 goals up on the night. And they now need to get to 4. They need 3 goals now to beat us. And that shouldn't be possible. We should be a better defensive team than that. Just before half-time as well. Good ball in. Lookman with a good run. And that is tucked away expertly by Ademola Lookman. Excellent stuff, boys. Excellent stuff. We've sort of stumbled a little bit at Goodison, but we have come to France and we are back to something resembling our best. Get into the break here if we can. That's a really, really good half. They haven't had a shot on target. They've had a couple of shots, that one in particular that went just over the bar. And I think they hit the post too, didn't they? So it hasn't been all their own way, but we're not looking too bad here. This is going to be an assertive, don't let your performance levels drop, I think. We'll just tell Vladic to watch himself. We don't need him getting sent off. We might have a quarter final here. Sorry, I should say, to play here. We'll tell Calvert-Lewin that he hasn't been great, has he? He hasn't done badly, but I wouldn't say he's done great. Lafont's done fine. Milo's done fine. He got the assist, of course, for that second goal. Do we look to shut this down a little bit? Let's just wait. Let's just wait and see. They haven't threatened us too badly yet. So I don't want to change something that's, if it's not broke, don't fix it kind of thing. So we'll see how we go. We could always bring Berg on. Here's Rafinha over a free kick. Oh, that was coming back, just not quite enough. I do wonder if Calvert-Lewin's having an off day, is it worth giving Selke just one final chance? Calvert-Lewin's looking okay all of a sudden now. He heard me. He saw Selke warming up and said, no, not today. All right, here goes Timon. A little bit of space and time. Can he get a cross in? Can he get a shot in? Oh, Timon! First of the season. This is his first for the club. I'm not sure if he scored for us before. Maybe he has. But anyway, Timon wraps it up now. They're not coming back from this. This is excellent stuff. Canente, nice ball over there for Timon. And then just took on his man and then drilled it back across the keeper. That's a really, really good finish, isn't it? A really, really good finish. Let's throw out some praise. And this man has more lives than sort of 4 cats combined. But let's give Selke one final chance to show us that he can still play football. I do wonder if we take Vladic off as well. Let's just wait and see. Just in case we get an injury. But Davy Selke, I want him to come good. He's a club legend at this point, isn't he, Davy Selke? I want him to come good and just leave on a high. But there's absolutely nothing about the way he's playing that suggests that's going to be possible. Let's now take Vladic off. We'll bring on Sergio Gomez for him. Just protect ourselves from that booking. And there we go. Excellent, excellent. What an episode this has been. Manchester United, done. Operation Lyon, done. Amazing, amazing stuff. We'll have a quick look at the league table. I forgot to show you, didn't I, after those games, in between games here, mid-episode games. But yeah, we'll have a look at that. I can't remember if I mentioned there is a goals of the month after this or not. I can't remember what I said when I recorded the first game. But there is a goals of the month after this one as well. Milo's back there, expertly cut out. Back to Lafont. And can we launch a counter-attack here? Rafinha can't quite get to that. There's 2 minutes to go, and even if they score here, it's not going to make a difference. There's no coming back from this. They need 4. Canete's won that. Up for Selke. What can he do? He hasn't tripped over it yet. So, there we go. Almost tripped over it there. Lookman picks up the ball. Ball comes into Rafinha. Can he square it? He goes himself. Rafinha! It's 4 on the night. 5-1 on aggregate. And we are not going down without a fight. We are defending our Champions League title. And we will fight to the end, won't we? Not today are we going out. Excellent, excellent stuff. I thought Rafinha might square this, but he's taken it, headed it past, chested it down, took the man out, and then the keeper was exposed horribly. And that is another goal, 4-0 on the night. I didn't see this. I thought we would really, really struggle here. Not I didn't think we could go through, but I thought it would be really, really close. But this is not the Lyon team that we faced at home, is it? This is a shell of that team. And there it is. We go into the quarterfinals, guys. Excellent, excellent stuff. They did not register a shot on target. That is a performance and a half. Even Selke didn't disgrace himself. Didn't play well, but he didn't disgrace himself. So there we go. Everton triumph over Olympique Lyon in the second leg. A really, really good performance. It's not a serious injury for Carlson, so that's good. We've protected him from that. Taimon had a really, really good game, didn't he? Defensively, he was sound. He scored a goal. Passing was good. Just a really, really good performance. Now, the draw for the quarterfinals isn't for a little while yet. So I'll record that and we'll show that for next episode. And speaking of next episode, I think we've got to come back for... We come back for Watford, I think, in the first leg of the quarterfinal. Yeah, I think that's the best way to do this. So we'll do that. Spurs and Chelsea are sort of mid-ish table teams. Yeah, so I think we'll do that. Speaking of the league table, you can see we are joint top with Liverpool right now, though they do have a game in hand. 3 points ahead of Manchester City. United's dropped off a little bit since we beat them. I think they lost a couple of games since then. They've lost to Southampton as well. So, yeah, 3-horse race. Liverpool still have the edge with that game in hand. But let's hope that we can go and get that league title finally. But that's all for next time, guys. As I said, we'll come back for Watford away. The Champions League quarterfinal leg. We'll see who we get, obviously, at the start of that episode as well. But until then, guys, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And here are our goals of the month for February. Take care.